Hello, growers. Looking for a simple way to supercharge your diet with powerful nutrients? Meet broccoli microgreens. These tiny sprouts pack 10 to 100 times more nutrition than mature broccoli, making them a true superfood. With their mild flavor, broccoli microgreens can be added to any meal or smoothie, giving you a tasty health boost. They're easy to grow, ready in just 7 to 9 days, and thrive in various environments. Rich in sulforaphane, calcium, vitamin C, vitamin A, iron. They protect your cells and fight inflammation. Perfect for boosting your health goals or as a market crop. Start growing them today and experience the benefits. Get 100% organic, pathogen-tested and pathogen-free broccoli microgreen seeds at shop.moderngrower.co or using the link below.
What would you say is the main difference between going through a private lab like Logan Labs versus me just shipping off a soil test to, for me, it would be University of Georgia?
Well, and I certainly don't want to. I used to work in the soils lab when I was at the college at Ohio State. And they had people, I know they had people, different students coming in there all the time. So they were training people all the time. And even if you're trying to be conscientious, if you don't understand everything that's going on, it's easy for things to slip through the cracks. But one of the things that I hear complaints when I go to shows with Logan, and the people say, well, I sent it off to some university and took 2 weeks to get back. And then I didn't understand the results that I got. And so the big difference, I think, is if you want a cheap test, send it off to the university. But if you want a test that you can really depend on to make changes in the soil, then go to a private lab, and you'll know that there's people there that's been there a while. I know that Logan does quality control on every run that they do, and it's not just one at the beginning. They have quality control set in a different line, and so their quality control is really good. And occasionally they'll get something and they'll send it up to me and say, hey, what do you think about this? And we talk about it and then decide either we want to rerun or we want to check something else out. But they're very conscientious. So, and most of the time if you're sending it out to university, it's hard to get somebody to, like myself, that has been in the business a long time, that will take the time to go through there and say, this is what you need. This is exactly what you need. I make recommendations. It's going to be for, if people want organic, we make organic recs. And then I'll set those up the best I can. A lot of times we end up talking with the individuals and they say, well, I can't get that.
Yeah.
And so I have different connections with different suppliers that I can say, oh, wow. For example, silicon. If you want silicon, well, I got a guy in Indiana who's the national rep, and he can send you a liter bottle. And so we can help them get what they need.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like I said, not only was I almost overwhelmed with the level of testing, but then the recommendations that you gave me on my soil test last year, it was almost mind blowing. Of like, wow, I was expecting, like throw out this many pounds of nitrogen, throw out this many pounds of X, Y, and Z. But yeah, it was extremely detailed with the level of precision that you had recommended.
Farm Small, Farm Smart Daily is part of the Modern Grower Podcast Network. Check out some of our other shows like Carrot Cash Flow, the Growing Microgreens Podcast, and Farm Small, Farm Smart. Learn more about the shows using the link below.